Now, the first thing that PCS wants to say in addressing this marvellous rally, one of 50 around the country, is that we want the media and the politicians to understand we don't think today is about separate disputes, that one group of workers is worth more than any other. We support all of the unions on strike. So our message, first of all, is it's a damn disgrace that our teachers work 60 hours a week, they're undervalued, they're underpaid, and it's about time Michael Gove did something about it. And our message to our brothers and sisters in the fire service is we know that you represent some of the bravest, finest public servants in Britain. The attack on your pensions is an outrage. And not only do we support you, we will be with you in the action that you have called in the weeks ahead, because a victory for you will be a victory for all of us, and you deserve so much better. Now, I also want to say that whilst I represent workers in central government and related bodies, we fully support those local government workers in Unison, Unite and the GMB. Often our forgotten public servants, but the people who keep the libraries open, the care services going, the leisure centres open, who are running our town halls, making sure that the refuse is being collected. Without you, this country stops, and you deserve more than 1% in your pay packets. Now let me just briefly say about PCS. PCS members are some of the lowest paid in Britain. Many of our members have had their living standards cut by 20% in the last 5 years. And yet it is our members who pay out the benefits, who collect the tax, who issue the passports, who keep our borders and airports running. It is our members who keep our greatest cultural institutions open to the public. And the way they have been treated is absolutely disgusting. So what I want everyone to do on my shout is to say, right, what better place than to show your support for us than to say the National Gallery workers working in that building behind face privatisation, they're on strike. Shout as loud as you can to say no privatisation, and we support you in your struggle. Now, comrades, just 2 brief points to finish. In recent weeks and months, I have had cause to rely on our health service. And although our health service workers aren't with us today, let's remember the nurses, the ancillary staff, the doctors, they deserve a pay rise as much as anyone else, and we should support them in the future. Now I'll finish with this point. And this is the point that we want everyone to grasp. Media interview after media interview today has said no politicians support us. Chuka Umana for Labour on Sunday said he would not support a strike that inconvenienced his constituents. Well, doesn't he? Doesn't he understand that in his constituency he will have firefighters, council workers, civil servants and teachers, and his job as a Labour MP, like all the rest of them, is to be standing with us demanding fair pay rather than cozying up to those who have got the money at the top. So we want Labour to understand they should be the party of working men and women, not looking the other way when we have to make a sacrifice. But you know, we want the coalition to understand this. That 2 years ago, we were in places like this with a magnificent strike over pensions in November 2011. 2 million people on strike. But comrades, we must learn the mistakes of what happened after that battle. Because after 1 day of action, it was allowed to fizzle out, and union after union after union had to settle for unacceptable pension terms. We have got to say we must not do that again. What we have to do following today is to say this. Let's hope they take notice. Let's hope they get around the table and talk to us. Let's hope they finally feel a bit of humanity and compassion in their Tory bones. Now, I'm an optimist, but I don't think that's likely. So if that's not going to happen, what have we got to say? We've got to say that today is just the beginning. We've got to say that today is something starting that they must understand will get bigger and bigger. And therefore, on behalf of PCS, I want to finish by saying I hope every union on strike today and every union thinking about joining the action meets together as a matter of urgency to ensure that further action is planned and coordinated and gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Today's been fantastic, but if we need to do more, we must do more. And we will be with you all the way in that struggle. Solidarity, comrades, fair pay for our public services.